Okay, today we're breaking down one of the most iconic plays, really, of all time. 2001, man, that feels like a million years ago. It was Yankees, Oakland A's, ALDS. Yankees are up 1-0, and we have the Jeter flip play. We're going to break it down. I'm going to tell you exactly why this happened. We're going to talk about practicing this play because I did play with one team, only one in my career that practiced it. So let's break it down. We've got a runner at first base right here, and here we go.
You're not going to run. You're not going to hit and run. You got to wait for a gapper. That's fair. Giambi on his way to third, and they're going to wait him around. The throw misses a cutoff man. Shot to the point. Out the point. Derek Jeter with one of the most unbelievable plays you will ever see by a shortstop. Both cutoff men were missed. Jeter coming down the line, fielding with his bare hand, a shovel to Posada, and Giambi is out.
Unbelievable. We'll go slow motion here in the tag because some people say he was safe. Here comes the tag. Did he get him right there? Did he get him? Oh, it's so close. Oakland fans still yelling that he was safe. Anyways, unbelievable play. Let's rewind it real quick. And I want to get, you know what? Let's just go all the way back to the beginning. What the hell? Okay. So we've actually talked about this in other videos. But anytime there's a man at first and you have an automatic double, which is the ball in the gap or down the line, and you know that the runner's automatically going to get a double, you set up the home with a man on first. So you set up 3 bases ahead of that guy. Usually what happens is, we'll fast forward it here, is so you get, who's that, Terrence Long? This is bringing me back to when I was like not really young, but I was a lot younger. So the ball gets by Tino Martinez, and it gets into the corner, and now we fire the ball home. So we're going to set up a double cut. All right, so you have 2 guys go out there, and the way they do it right here is they send out, by the way, this looks like it was filmed with a potato. This makes me feel super old. I think this is Soriano right here, and then Tino Martinez. So this is what you typically do. You'll send out the second baseman to be the lead guy, and then you're going to send out the first baseman to be the trail guy. And the reason you send out both players on this is because of this situation. It's a long throw, and if it gets over the head of the first guy, well, then the second guy's there to cut the ball off. Now, this ball is thrown so high that it gets over everybody's head. But here comes Jeter to save the day. He comes sprinting in here. Here he comes. He grabs the ball, and he does this backhand pitch option play to Posada, who tags him out. And everybody, for years and years and years, it's a great out call right there. And you can hear, listen to the stadium. Listen to, the air come out of the stadium right here. I'm going to play it one more time. They're so excited, and then they just die. And it just goes silent. So let's look back here again one more time. So for years and years and years and years, everybody is like, what is Jeter doing? Why is he running there? Is he a magician? Could he see the future? How did he know the ball was going over his head? What's his responsibility? Here's the thing. And I will say this. Most teams, when we practice this play, the shortstop just goes to second base. So a lot of teams that I practice with, it's just second baseman's the lead guy, first baseman's the piggyback guy or the trail guy in the cutoff. Shortstop just goes to second base, third baseman goes to third. However, when I played with the Orioles, Buck Showalter, and I bring up Buck Showalter a lot because he always had us practice these plays that almost never happen, but he made us practice them. And we used to go, this is the only team I ever did this with, we used to go and watch film of different plays like this. No other team did I do that. That might sound weird, and maybe they do it more today. You think about in the NFL how they watch so much film. They sit in a film room, right, and they're watching it. No one I ever played with did that, except for the Orioles. We used to sit in a room and watch film on stuff like this. And so Buck actually broke this down, and we talked about this exact play. He was the first coach that I had, or manager, that said that the shortstop's responsibility is to roam on this. So he really doesn't have a responsibility. And the reason is because of this. If you see that this ball is going to be thrown, and technically if it's going to be thrown over everyone's head, you don't have a responsibility. You're a roamer. You can run and grab this ball, and this play might happen 1 out of 1,000,000 times. Has this play ever happened again? I don't think it's probably ever. Well, I'm sure this type of play has happened, but it's never happened where the shortstop's grabbed it and thrown the ball home, I don't believe, and tagged the guy out. But again, he's just kind of a roamer. Now, I usually, and most teams, just put him here so that if the ball is cut and we don't have a play home and this guy goes too far, we can throw the ball here. Because right now, second base isn't covered. So I don't know what the right thing to tell the shortstop is. Typically, I tell the shortstop, now that I play with the Orioles, I'm like, you are a roamer, and so you can, if you see the ball is going to be caught there, you can go to second. So you're kind of like hanging out in here. This is what the Orioles taught. This is what Buck said. You kind of hang out in here and you read the play. And you might have to come over here and grab the ball if it gets over everyone's head. Or maybe they cut the ball there and you're kind of right here and you're like a cutoff man in the middle. Or maybe you run the second base if this guy goes too far. So you've got all these different options. So is it like a genius, like crazy play or setup? I guess in some ways, like telling the guy, don't just go to second, be a roamer, right? If they had just told Jeter, go to second base and just stand on second, then Giambi's safe at home. But because they gave him this roaming responsibility where you can kind of do a bunch of things, just read the play, just be an athlete, read the play, and make a play, it worked. And I read that the Yankees would practice this. Eric Chavez, I believe, is the one that I read, said that the Yankees would actually practice this. He found out down the road. And again, I played for 5 different organizations. We never practiced this with anyone except the Orioles. That was the only one that we would practice this play. So Jeter's in the right spot. The shovel pass and the out right there. Unbelievable. Look at how far he comes to. I wish we had, look at him. He's on a dead sprint. He's reading this. He reads this right out of the hand. This ball was thrown like a grenade, but he reads this right out of the hand. That's going to be high, and he's on a dead sprint, and it's just perfect timing, and like the flip and everything. It's unbelievable, and I got to get the out call. Boom! Got you. So, crazy, crazy play. That's my thoughts on it. I don't know if we'll ever see anything like that again, especially with the stakes of being in the playoffs and a 1-0 game and all this stuff, but crazy. Yankees fans, I'm sure... I don't think you're probably a little crazy if you think about this play every day, I was going to say. But this play has got to be up there with, like, even for non-Yankees fans, like one of the craziest, greatest plays of all time. Derek Jeter always found himself in the right place at the right time. It's nuts. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Subscribe if you have not subscribed. Make sure you do. I'm putting up tons of videos like this every single day. That's all we got. We'll talk to you later.